Good afternoon, sir. This is S. Jahnavi from CSE second year. And for CA assignment 2, my topic is successful resettlement programs. And we will look through a additional case study about Brazil's resettlement program. So let us outline of my presentation. The things that I'm going to cover in my presentation is we will start at the introduction of what is the resettlement programs, and then we'll look at the Belo Monte Dam project and the background of Brazil's resettlement constant, and then we'll see the challenges faced during resettlement and the community involvement, resettlement success strategies, impact on communities due to these resettlement programs, and then we'll finally look at the conclusion. And before that, we'll see what are the lessons that we can learn from this Brazil experience on resettlement. So first of all, let us start introduction to resettlement programs. So resettlement programs aim to assist displaced populations in finding sustainable living conditions. So the main thing that resettlement aims is that this to find the sustainable living for displaced population. And then we'll look at the successful resettlement involves not only physical relocation but also integration into the society. So the main challenge in this resettlement is that the physical relocation is not at all a main problem, but the main thing is that emerging into the society that we have to live after the resettlement. Next, Brazil serves as an interesting case study due to its diverse demographics and unique challenges. So, in this resettlement topic, we're going to take a additional case study, that is the Brazil's Belo Monte Dam project. Due to that project, we had a huge resettlement and relocation. So first, let us look at the Belo Monte Dam project. So the Belo Monte Dam is one of the largest hydroelectric projects in Brazil, located on the Xingu River in Amazon rainforest. So this Belo Monte Dam is the largest hydro project in Brazil, and this is located at Amazon rainforest near Xingu River, and it was first initiated in 2010. The project aimed to generate significant energy while promoting economic development in the region. So the main aim of this Belo Monte Dam project is to develop economic and also to promote energy. Next, we have, despite its benefits, the project faces substantial controversy regarding environmental impacts and effects on local communities. So even though this dam project has many benefits, but it also has the same number of demerits, because we can assume that we all know that if any construction or large infrastructure is being constructed in any region, the livelihood and the villages near that region will definitely be affected due to the area that requires large amount of area, and due to the relocation and many more. Let us look at the background on Brazil's resettlement context. So the Brazil has faced various forms of displacement, including urban development and environmental disasters. So from the past, the Brazil has been facing many displacements because of urban development and environmental disasters. So the main the thing that causes the resettlement is that the country's commitment to human rights. And understanding Brazil's social economic landscape is crucial for analyzing its resettlement efforts. So there have been many rallies and protests against this resettlement. Think the challenges faced during resettlement. So as I mentioned earlier, the construction of dam or any big projects or any infrastructures, many big infrastructure require large number of area, and due to the requirement of large number of area, the villages or the people near the construction site has to relocate to various places. Many families experience difficulties adjusting to new living conditions and loss of traditional livelihoods associated with the river. So most of the people living near the river have must have depended on the river for their livelihood, and those people when come to resettlement, they will like suffer a lot due to the resettlement, and they lost traditional livelihoods. Criticism arose regarding the advocacy of compensation packages and the effectiveness of resettlement programs. Sometimes the government or the company which are constructing might do compensation, and sometimes they do not do any such kind of thing. The community involvement. So the active participation of local communities were crucial in shaping resettlement plans and addressing their specific needs. And the regular consultations ensured that the voices of affected populations were included in decision making processes. So the people who live near the construction should be able to make decisions on this construction, and their voices should be noticed and heard. And many more like partnerships with NGOs and local organizations help to foster trust and promote collaborative approaches to resettlement. And the community is the main thing, or the main that plays an important role in wherever in we think construction and many more. And without community involvement and their needs and wants, nothing can be implemented. Next, we have resettlement success strategies. So, Brazilian authorities implemented a series of measures aimed at improving resettlement outcomes, including community engagement initiatives. Training programs were developed to help farmer residents acquire new skills to adapt to different economic activities. So, the main thing, the success behind this resettlement is among one is that there are they have implemented the training programs which developed or which were helpful to farmers to develop their skills to adapt to the new surroundings, and which makes them their livelihood a little bit easier. And infrastructure improvements such as access to healthcare and education were prioritized to facilitate community integration. So suppose we take another construction, suppose they are constructing a big infrastructure of healthcare and education. Some of these are useful and helpful to the people living near the construction site. And impact on communities. So resettlement programs have improved living conditions for many families across Brazil. So we all think that the resettlement is like causes only disadvantages, but there are many advantages due to this resettlement as well. So like if we want to develop a country or anything, resettlement and constructions and many new technologies, new infrastructures are very much important in economic development as well as to improve living conditions. And resettlement is one of the things that like improves living conditions. And some people might lose their livelihood and the area, the land, but some have advantages as well. And then increased access to housing and land has improved marginalized communities economically. The program have also contributed to the development of social networks and support system. So the construction of many companies, like many big companies, might also help students who have completed their graduation and waiting for the jobs and many more. Likewise, this improves social networks and many more. So as everyone knows, any disadvantages and advantages as well. So the lessons learned from this Brazil's Belo Dam project experiences is that the resettlement program has shown mixed results. As I said, anything has more both advantages and disadvantages. Likewise, this resettlement program has also mixed results, with some communities reporting improved living conditions and economic opportunities. And long-term monitoring and evaluation are essential for understanding the full impact of resettlement on affected populations. So yes, some have improved living conditions and some are affected due to this resettlement. And lessons learned from this Belo Monte Dam project can inform future infrastructure projects in Brazil and other regions facing similar projects. So the main thing that we can learn from this challenges and resettlement programs is how to manage these challenges in the future when we are building some new infrastructures and new projects. It is very useful to keep in mind these challenges and help people in advance. Next, the thing is that the conclusion and the future directions. So the Brazil resettlement program offer valuable insights for other nations facing similar challenges, and continued investment in social services will enhance the sustainability of resettlement efforts. So as I mentioned earlier, so from learning others is very good thing. So based on this Brazil resettlement programs challenges and the success behind these challenges, we can learn many things from Brazil's resettlement program. And if something happens in the future with the same thing, like same resettlement challenges, we should acquire or get the successful success results from this Brazil resettlement program. Future initiatives should focus on inclusivity and resilience to further support displaced populations. So it is governments or the company's responsibility to take care of the people that are living near the construction site or the infrastructure site. Because of the infrastructure or project, the people might have lost their land. So due to that, they are the responsible for this. And keeping these points in mind, we can overcome the resettlement problems and challenges uh, faced by the people in that area. We can learn many more from this Brazil's resettlement program, and we can improve in the future if we have these problems. Thank you very much for listening.